Hi, my name is Megan, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial how to make these pretty and practical envelopes using the May Arts ribbons. To do so, we're also going to be using the Echo Park paper, called For the Records, and the TCWV paper as well.
Okay, so let's get started. There's 3 different sizes. I made a small, I made a medium, and I made a large. Right now I'm going to show you how to make the middle one. You can make them any measurements you want. I made mine using one large rectangle that is 8 by 9.5 inches, and then this one which is 8 inches by 4. And what I did is I just folded in a 1/2 inch on this side, half an inch on this side, and 3.5 inches on this side. You can decide whatever you think looks good. So that what we're going to do is we're going to put that in there and then have this fold down. So my next step right now is going to be to curve off the sides of the top of the envelope. For the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to round off these corners. I measured in 1 inch here and 2 inches here, but you can really just take a plate and just draw some rounded edges. I already drew mine in, and so now I'm going to cut them out. Gorgeous. And now my next step is to put this in here. I'm actually going to sew mine down, but you could just, with glue, a handy dandy gluer, which I already did, you could just glue it down. But I'm going to take mine to the machine and sew it. So now comes the fun part. I get to pick out which ribbon I like to decorate this. I'm using this really beautiful linen ribbon from May Arts. So you want to take a piece, sort of basically measure all the way across here, leave enough to sort of fold under. And I drew a line down the middle just to help me with that, and I also just put a line of glue. So now I'm going to place this down the center. And as you see, I'm just leaving a little bit on each end. There we go. And you're going to then just fold a little bit on each end. Okay. Okay, here comes the super fun part. Putting on your stickers and decorating it. The first thing that I did was I put my little baker's twine that I'm going to use to close it, like here. And then you can take any bead that you like to put on the end, so that's going to help you wrap it around. So I sewed that on. And then now I want to cover it. So I'm going to look at my pretty stickers here from this set, the Here and Now set. And I like that one. So I'm going to place that right here. Awesome. And then I want a big something here. So let's think. I like the way this looks. And I'm going to put that right there. So the next thing is I'm going to sew up these edges. Now we are going to sew on our button. I've already sewn down the sides. So basically we're all finished, and I really like the way that looks. So we are going to, you could pick any button. I like the way that this sort of vintage one looks with that. What do you think? I like it. So I'm going to sew it on. Just with the normal thread and needle. before I put in, I just like to do like one staying stitch, and you want to make sure when you're sewing on paper that you don't sew too close together, because then your needle will just come out. Even though here we've got the ribbon that's kind of helping us a little bit. So I'm just going to string this through. Okay, so here we go. Here's the finished product. And like I showed you in the beginning, here are the other sizes. Like here's the extra large one that I did. This is the same medium one. And then here's a little small one, which I think is great for gift cards or whatever. Using these great Mayards ribbons and these fun paper packages. Have fun. Enjoy.